Hey guys, it's Kazi here, and let's just take a look at the EX part for the 10th year anniversary. So, a little bit to unpack right here. So, as we scroll down, we're gonna go ahead and just see them just talking about the 10th year. We have the wallpaper, of course. We have the background music and stuff playing with some special versions during the 10th year. Basically, just giving us dates like A, this is how long this is gonna be around, and A, this is when it leaves. Same thing right here with Jaka John. This is going to be the OP for Dragon Ball Daima. This is going to be leaving us on the 18th. So important to note that this is just a login bonus. Like we get this all the time. This is going to be the mission tab. So this is specifically going to be it's the panel missions, right? Yes. Okay. This, if you don't know, when you log in, go to like your main tab where you're just like looking at your card. Uh, if on the left there's like a little Gohan icon. If you click on it, it'll pull up a panel, and in that panel you'll be able to complete a whole bunch of these missions. You'll see it. It's a fairly good size exclamation point on the left side of your screen, pretty much at the main menu. And you'll be able to go through there and then receive all your rewards and stuff. It's important that you go ahead and collect those before the 18th. Yep, panel missions EX. Yep, the 18th. You have plenty of time. Of course, we have the new Vegeta. Do I have him? Yo, yeah, there he goes. New Vegeta transformation boost. Give the Warriors 170 Power Beyond Super Saiyan. The additional 50%. Really, really good card. Just want to go ahead and say that this covers Daimagoku if you want to run him as well. It doesn't seem to be that he covers Glorio, so that's kind of important to note that Glorio's not on his team, which is a little bit unfortunate. We can go ahead and just, of course, Glorio's not transformation boost. Let's just see, is Glorio gifted warriors? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. But it's whatever. I know he's definitely on Dragon Ball Seekers. We have him right here. Wait, hold up. Where's Big Boy Glorio? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so Glorio's not going to be on his team at all. However, Vegeta is on the Glorio team because he is an accelerated battle unit, and he's also Dragon Ball Super Seekers, so he's also going to get the additional. So yeah, pretty good unit. Very very good slot one. He's kind of a slot one that relies a lot on stats, so you are going to be needing to stack this right here, which is perfectly fine. Put him in the slot one. After he receives an attack, he's going to guarantee launch an additional. You throw one, so 1, 2. And then he's a physical unit, so he has hit a potential 5 already, so 10% chance to throw an additional, and it procs every single time he does an attack. So let's say you throw him in slot 1, you get him hit, and let's just say on the off chance he gets hit by a super attack. That's 3 alone. You did 1, receiving super attack, and then receiving normal attack. So there's 3 right there, and then every single instances of those 3 actions, they have a chance to proc the hidden potential, which is a 10% additional chance. It's a 10% to get an attack, and then it's a 50-50 on whether or not it's a super attack. So it's kind of important to note as well. So boom, 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 3 guaranteed if you have like the ideal, and then 4th in the hidden potential. But yeah, really, really good card. It's gonna be massively, or not massively, sorry, raising his defense by 33%. Or raising allies' defense by 33%. His own attacking defense by 33 for 3 turns, so multiple turns. So his stats can get pretty high. All right, that's it. That's pretty much gonna be it for Vegeta right there. I'm sure you can find guides and stuff out there. People are really, really pressed on him. They want him to be better, but I mean, he's just a good card. That's it. He's just a good card. He's not anything too crazy. He's just a great card. Power of Training packs. This is going to be the Pilaf scam packs right here. We have the new Dokkan event for Goku, or for Vegeta, sorry. And then we have the support campaign for Vegeta. Go into your support missions. Click on it before you start farming his medals. I made the mistake of not clicking on it, so I'm going to have to go back and farm his medals up through these missions. Basically use, I know one for a fact is like 3 mastered evolutions, and then one is like complete the event with the team of like one of each typing, one of each super typing, or one of each extreme typing. So yeah, just get those so you can go ahead and farm up those medals really, really quick. I'm such a high power level that it doesn't even matter. Like every single time I do something, I get the rewards. So yeah. We have the Extreme Z battles, which don't come into the 5th, so that's I'm recording this on the 4th of March at 1 o'clock in the morning. That means I have to wait like pretty much 2 days. Pretty much 2 days. It'll be here on the March 5th at 11 p.m. CST, so it's gonna be midnight, pretty much on the 5th. Basically the morning of the 6th is when you're gonna see this. Gonna be here for about 2 weeks this time. We have the Super Easy A for Vegeta. I want to go ahead and run through these boys right here. So for little Goku, just fat sats. It's a Rainbow Orb Changer. Love to see it. Attacking with 12 or more key. Attack 30. Defense 20%. And chance to perform a crit 10% per key spirit obtained. It's going to be relatively easy to get this guy sitting at like, I'd say roughly, let's just say 7. I think 7 orbs is like pretty common when you have units that Rainbow Orb change themselves. Let's just say 6. 60% crit is more so where he's going to be at. And then just do the math for the attack and defense at that point. 3 or more key spirits attack are effective against all types. 5 or more launches an additional super attack. And then per GT or Giant 8 power category ally attack in the same turn. Defense 77%, which is pretty solid. And then damage reduction rate of 20. So double this, like what's that, 154? Double this, that'll be 40% if you have GTs or Giant 8 category ally attack in the same turn. So this is depending on which has more members. So you really, really want 2 GT heroes, 2 Giant 8 power. You don't want 1 and 1 because then you only get 1 defense and then 1 damage reduction. That's really important to note. You want 2 GTs, 2 Giant 8 powers, never GT hero or Giant 8 power on the turn with them. You want them both to fall under these so you can get the 2 and not just the 1. For 1 turn for the character's entry turn, launches an additional super attack, and then when activating the active skill, attack 350% and performs a critical hit. Oh. Active skill, massive raise detection. Oh, okay. So they said, fuck it. They're not even trying to. They're not even trying to like attempt to alter the active skill. That's been a thing. They're not able to really alter the active skill, or at least they haven't been able to alter the active skills passives. So they said screw it and just said, fuck it. When you use your active skill, boom, here's a line of text. Instead of trying to fix this right here, they're going to keep it as same. Massive raises attack. They're just going to have this as well that just adds on to this. So normally what characters have been doing recently is when activating the active skill or when key is 24, then they'll get the additional. This guy's like, fuck it. We don't want to give him that when his key's at 12. So let's just say only when he does his active skill, we're going to do this instead of trying to change this and who knows, making more confusion. But the condition is after performing 4 more super attacks in battle, which is extremely, extremely likely. So let's just go ahead and run through it. So 5 orbs, you get a guaranteed additional super attack. And then for 1 turn from the character's entry turn, launches an additional super attack. So that means turn 1, you're dropping in. Get him 5 orbs, 1 super attack you throw. There's the 5 orb super attack. And then since it's the first turn of his entry, boom, we get another one that's 3 supers right there. He's a physical unit, so hidden potential is 10%. 4 throwing an additional, you can get 4 on his first turn. 4 supers on his first turn. Absolute, like I'm running them full. I'm running a full additional. I'm just saying. Just letting y'all know I'm running a full additional. I recommend you guys do additional secondary dodge or dodge secondary additional. Since he already starts off with additional, if you run, because he's pretty paper thin as you can saw, only 40% DR. He does get massive stats though, but he is by no means going to be a first slot unit. I think the build I'm going to recommend is dodge and then additional secondary. I'm running additional and then dodge secondary because that's just how I built him back in the day. He's already like rainbowed and stuff for me. He's a really, really old unit. Came out in 2021. But I don't want to spend like the stone to like fix all the paths. If he ends up becoming like, you know, one of the best EZAs of all time, of course I'll use like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 stones to fix his hidden potential paths because it's only a stone right now to fix them. Just to get the performance out of him, but right now I'm pretty content with where he's at. I don't think he's going to be anything too crazy, but he is a very, very good EZA. Go ahead and drop for the Vegeta. So GT Heroes, Vegeta Family 170. Oh yeah, this is just Goku Family 170. Attack and defense 250. Okay, that's good. Randomly changer. Yep. Rainbow Orb Changer. Attack 20, defense 20, 30. It's the inverse for him. He's always been the more defensive card. Damage reduction 3% per keys. Ooh, that's kind of good. It should have been 5. 3 is a little low, but we'll keep reading. 3 or more key spirit. Oh, guard. Okay, that's good. 5 or more key spirits obtain launches an additional super attack per GT heroes or Giant 8 power category. Attacking the same turn. Yep. Attack 77. Chance of performing. Oh, so this really doesn't matter with him. This really doesn't matter with him. I mean, he's gonna do a lot more damage if you get this, but it's not gonna be like anything like, you know, dodge or die with Goku. If he doesn't get that damage reduction, he might actually just be a dodge or die unit. Chances of performing a crit is 30, so 60. Okay, that's not bad. Really, really good damage though. So like he starts off fairly defensively and then damage right here. And then launches additional super attack for the first turn, and then yep, another attack, 350. I would have loved to have seen defense 350 right here for Vegeta. That would have been good right there. That would have been like a Gotenks turn if you pop this right here. And then greatly raise attack and defense for one turn, and then this guy's also greatly raise attack and defense on one turn, massively lowers defense. Okay, so right here, right away. Same thing going on. Jump into the match. You have the super attack you're throwing. You have start a turn, first turn, start a battle, super attack, and then you also have, if you get 5 or more key spares, 3. The only thing is this guy's an int unit, so he will not have the inbuilt hidden potential to do additionals. You'll have to give him those yourself with dupes and skill items. So this right here, he can still throw 3. Don't get me wrong. He could still throw 4. Don't get me wrong. The 5 is going to be extremely easy. Like I said, this guy's a rainbow orb changing, so it's going to be pretty easy to get him key. My only issue right here is this damage reduction rate. It's 3% per key sphere obtained. It's just a little too low for my liking. It is cool that it says per key sphere, not per rainbow or per int key sphere, none like that. It's not really much of a restriction. It's just key sphere period. And it also doesn't say type key sphere. It just says key sphere period. So that's also really good. My only issue is this should be 5. Like I said, I think 6 to 7 orbs with the rainbow orb changer is pretty common what you're gonna get, because the way that rainbow orbs work, it's really, really hard to like chain like huge chunks of like 10, 11, 12 with the rainbow orbs, unless you already have like a whole bunch of color orbs around them, just because in general that's just how the rainbow orbs operate. Like if you see a strand of 5 rainbow orbs, when you pick up the 5 rainbow orbs, you're not picking up anything else. That's it. You're just picking up the strand of 5 rainbow orbs. Now that's extremely rare, but I've had a lot of cases where I'll have like a strand of like 3 rainbow orbs and I'm only able to get 6, because it'll be like a strand of 3 and there'll be 3 colors at the end of the strand or at the beginning of the strand, and then that's it. There's nothing else that connects them at all. Those are just like the issues I found with running lots of rainbow orb units. It's fairly difficult to get like big strands of like 10, 11, 12 key. That's just my own personal experience, a little bit of an anecdote. But that's important to know. You know, he's not going to struggle for key, but he's going to struggle to get a lot of key spears unless you have like, I don't know, an int type change or orb changer, or just an orb changer period, to where he can actually pick these, because it doesn't matter what type key spears he picks up. He just needs to pick up a lot of them. Same thing with the Goku. He just needs to pick up a lot of them. So damage reduction rate of 3%, it's a little low. Like I said, I'd say 6 to 8 is pretty common to pick up with the rainbow orb changer. So 3 times 6, 6, 12, 18. 8, 16, 24. Like that's not a whole lot of damage reduction, but he does have this guard. He does have where's what do you call it? He does have the guard, pretty good start of turn, and he has the super. So oh yeah, I'm sorry, he's also the nuke, so he gets a whole bunch of defense when he's attacking with 12 or more key, and then depending on how many key he gets. So yeah, same thing with Goku. He's not a slot 1 really. Like obviously he's gonna fare better in slot 1 because of his guard when you get him those orbs than the Goku, but it's not gonna be anything too crazy. Like this is another unit to where everyone has him rainbowed at this point. Sorry if you don't even have the guy. But if you're an older player, you probably have him at least a couple of dupes. Matter of fact, I kind of just want to pull up my account and just see where do I have this guy at. But I know for a fact I have the Goku fully rainbowed. And my thing is, since we're getting these EZAs right around the time we should be getting them, a lot of people have these cards fully done. So I'm sitting over here looking at the kit like it's not going to be anything impressive. I don't think it's extremely impressive of a kit for like a card that's 55%, right? But for on average a card that's going to have 2 dupes, maybe 3, maybe even a rainbow, that's pretty damn impressive. I just kind of want to see. Yeah, I do in fact have him rainbow, and yeah, I built him full additional as well. With the secondary and dodge. Yeah, like this is I have to link level them 1000%. They're gonna be very, very good cards. They're gonna be very, very good cards. I don't mean to shit on them in any way. They're gonna be very, very good cards. It's just they are not the slot 1 units. If you're looking for that right now, they are not those. All right, so let's go ahead and go to go down a little bit. Oh, sorry. I forgot to talk about the Super EZA. So Super EZA we have right here. Attack and defense 200%, key 3, so he's going to be able to pretty much always throw a super. Attack 200%, defense 100%. Okay, he's probably going to throw like what, 10 melee attack stats or something like that. 200% is pretty high. For 10 turns from the character's entry turn, defense 150%. A lot of defense. Lot. High chance of performing a crit and damage reduction rate of 80%. So if you guys haven't seen this Vegeta, he's been notorious for being that guy with a whole bunch of damage reduction. He was extremely good quite some time ago. Definitely really good in his era 2019 when he got the ZZA. But I'd say from like 2019 to like 2020, 2021, maybe even upwards of 2022, I was using him a lot. The only card that I found that has like really high damage reduction that I still use a lot is that AGO Golden Frieza, not the LR, like the TUR when they got his ZZA forever ago. I still use him occasionally when I can because he has 90% damage reduction. Not a lot of defense, so he's aged rather poorly, but 90% damage reduction is a lot. So it's enough to stop a lot. 80% is a lot. My only issue is, since we're getting into an era of Dokkan to where just damage reduction isn't enough, you have people that have like biases to a certain percentage. Obviously, my bias is high 70s, low 80s is where I think you need to be if you don't have guard. But if you're anything below high 70s and you don't have a guard, I'm a little worried for you. Like the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, I'm a little worried for him because, in my opinion, I think you should add guard. Obviously, he would have been like really ridiculous, like Glorio level and stuff like that if he had guard and 70% damage reduction in the first slot, and then a whole bunch of defense that he gets from his passive and then his super attacks. Like I understand that, but I think for the era that we're in, that card should have definitely had guard. I don't think that card. Obviously he could stand on his own, but we're getting back into the conversation that we just had with the Int Vegeta. Whereas, okay, Int Vegeta's kit and Goku's kit, they don't seem like ridiculously crazy. Yeah, they're gonna be a nuker, so they're gonna get a whole bunch of stats, and like the kits are kind of misleading. You gotta really wait until you jump into the game and use them, and then see the stats for yourself after you pick up the orbs. But it's different because the Vegeta, when you get this new Vegeta, you're gonna have him at 55%. He don't really have stats like that at 55%. You can get his link levels up all you want. His stats aren't that crazy at 55%. Like, I'm seeing showcases and they're running them full link level 10s, next to like Daima Goku, next to Breaking Limit characters and stuff like that. Breaking Limit is the Super Saiyan 3 right here. Like, I'm seeing like really powerful, what do you call it, attack stats and stuff like that, and really high defensive stats. And they're throwing them with like Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan 4 Goku support and all that stuff, and you're rainbowed out. That's not realistic. Like, I don't care what anybody says, that's not realistic. Nobody's gonna chase this guy for 100%. Average players aren't chasing him for 100%. You're talking about Dokkan tubers that are gonna have him at 100%, get him fully link leveled within the first couple of days. Have that Goku. That's a huge assumption that that most players would have that Goku that also have this Vegeta. That's a huge assumption. I do, but I'll tell you straight up, I have both of these guys and that new Goku. They're only at 55%. It's just not realistic. It's not, the numbers that you're seeing on these showcases, they're not realistic and they're extremely inflated. So just be careful when you're working with cards like this Vegeta, and like this one. He's in a better position than this Vegeta, like I said, because when you get this guy, you're gonna have 55%. When this guy got a Super Easy A, you probably have this guy because you could buy him with the Red Dragon Stone. You probably have him at like 2 dupes because he's so old. Same thing like with these Goku and Vegeta. You probably have them with a couple dupes at this point just because they're old units. So I just want you guys to know that right now, damage reduction, it's good, but guard is kind of what you need. Keeping up with the Vegeta right here, this is a lot of damage reduction, just like this guy. It's just he's probably gonna fare a fair amount better, even though he only has 10% for damage reduction, just because you're gonna have a lot more base stats with this guy. You're gonna have more base stats right off the bat with this guy. Vegeta's gonna make it there, right? He's gonna make it there. More Daima banners are gonna drop. You're gonna get some dupes in him. He's gonna look way better. But for the moment right now, I want you guys to kind of like steer a little clear away from these guys, especially what do you call it, guys like this. If you don't have them fully rainbowed, you have 10 turns. You get 10 turns. After that 10 turns, he's gonna drop down to 50%. That's nothing. That's nothing. When the target enemy is in the following status, when he's stunned, attack 200%. This is something that he had prior. And performing a crit, he's not going to be throwing too big of supers. Maybe if you got 2 dupes, let's just say 2 dupes 100%, he's probably going to be throwing like 15, 16, 17 mil. Maybe at most 20. Superclass enemy launches additional super attack. When there's an extreme class enemy, launches additional super attack. All of this is really like nothing. Just want to go ahead and say he does have a high chance to crit. All of this is essentially nothing because super easy A's, they don't change the super attacks. So you're not getting stats from these, right? You're not getting stats. It's just, let's see if we can crit them. If we can crit them, and then let's see if we can get this. Right, that's literally, or let's get a stun if we can't stun him, and then let's get this. That's really all it is. He's gonna throw quite a bit of attacks. But yeah, he's just in a much better defensive position than a card like this. Like I don't want to, you know, shit on the Vegeta. I really like the character. I love the card. I like the kit. It's just, yeah, he's a little unfortunate he didn't get that card. But we'll just keep going through. We have the Festival Battles big challenge event. This is we'll see. Thursday 3/13 is when it'll come out. We'll see how difficult this is. We'll probably I want to say we'll use the 10th year since we're in the EX part and no longer the 10th year anniversary. We'll see. I'm still going to try to beat it without the 10th years. The only issue though, guys, if I do try to beat this without the 10th years, be prepared for a very long video. It's probably going to be like an hour because it's something like a 50 face fight or something like that. So we're just going to bring a whole bunch of stackers and then just go for a drive with them. We have the stone discounts. We have the 10th anniversary Extreme Z battle. What do you call it? This is basically like with easy A cards. If you perform the Super Extreme Z Awakenings and Extreme Z Awakenings of them, we'll give you the Hercule statues to kind of like refund you your money and then some. That's all that is. It just makes it to where new players can do easy A's and stuff. And the average player too, if you don't have a whole bunch of this any. We have the Goku story event red zone, and then we have the Vegeta story event red zone. Do we have those pulled up? Yes, we do. Vegeta right here. So we got this at the end of completing all the missions. Boom, right here, we'll get the easy A form of it. So Power Beyond Super Saiyans, key 1, attacking defense 20 for 7 turns, and then Pure Saiyans an additional key. So 2 key, attacking defense 20% for Power Beyond Super Saiyans, Pure Saiyans cards. Really good. So for the Goku, we have Get Even Stronger. We Bond Master and Disciples, key 1, attacking defense 20% in battle for 7 turns. Earthbred Fighters, key +1. So Earthbred Fighters, Bond Master and Disciple. So like Beast Gohan. Key +1, attacking defense 20%. Boom. Easy like that. Battle Hardened Foes. News. Actually, hold on. I didn't know this. This is news to me. I skimmed through all this. Okay. So Monday 3/10. Battle Hardened Foes. Oh yeah, by the way, the red zone's already out. Go crazy. Post on social media to get some Dragon Stones. That's Wednesday through the 18th. Okay, it's a couple days it'll be coming out, and then but we got the Kais, and then this is old. So that's it. That's it. Those are gonna be the full details for the EX celebration. There's a lot of stuff to do. I'm missing something from the part 3. I think it's the burst mode. I haven't done it. I'm gonna get the video up on the channel very soon. But the last thing I want to say is what do you call it? Where is it? The Supreme Thanks. We had ran through it. You've already gotten this. You get your nice little animated wallpaper. You get 30 Dragon Stones, some Kai, some Platinum Shells, some Hercule statues, a whole bunch of anniversary coins, celebration summon tickets, some Kais, some Z keys, and then awakening keys as well. When are we gonna get this? We already got it. Yep. Yeah. The only thing, did I get this? I don't know if I got this because I always get this confused because I have so many. Yeah, I did get that. Yeah. Oh yeah, they gave us a lot of 10th year anniversary coins. Basically, you use these coins to go ahead and exchange for like celebration related cards. So like Pink Shirt Vegeta is a really big one that comes to mind when I think about that. The 10th year card that we got, the Goku that does the Kamehameha, that's a celebration card. Obviously, we get a whole bunch of them during the celebration, but using these, you can buy those cards that you missed out, like for the first year, the second year, the third year. Some worldwide download celebration cards and stuff like that. Like you can go back and buy them and then rainbow them out. You go ahead and get their link levels or whatever. They're not good cards and nothing like that. They're trophies. Originally I thought they were supposed to show that you're there, but since they're allowing you to buy them and multiple copies of them to rainbow them, they're basically just trophies that say, hey, I was around the celebration that you could get these from. You can also buy like Elder Kais, you can buy hourglasses and stuff like that, turtle shells, the whole 9 yards, support items, orbs, whatever you want, you can go ahead and run this on. I didn't realize I got these though. Obviously, I saw those fat dragon stones in the box, but I did not realize I got these. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much gonna be it for the video right there. Whole bunch of content. We got some red zones to complete, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop right into those. And then we also have a bunch of um, metals to grind and stuff for the Vegeta. And then we also have some planning to do for that challenge event. I'm gonna see if I can build like a really good stacking team. Obviously, it's probably gonna have the 7th year LRs and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for the video, guys. Best of luck on your summons for Vegeta. His banner format. I don't know if I have it right here. Do we not see it? No, it's right here. His banner format is extremely good. Basically, perform 2 summons. It's gonna be 2. It's gonna be 50 stones. Each of those summons. On the 3rd summon, you have a guaranteed featured SSR. There are 10 cards on the banner. Just want to go ahead and reference that. There are 10 cards on the banner. So you have a 1 in 10 chance on that guaranteed featured SSR pool to actually get Vegeta. Pretty dang high. Pretty dang high. I would give it a couple rotations. You could do it up to 7 times. And he's a green coin unit, so you can in fact pity him if you don't get him. Let me just go ahead and pull up how many pity coins he is before I let you go. Scroll. Come on, where are the pity coins? There it goes. He is 200 pity coins. That means he is 1,000 stones, and you get your guaranteed Vegeta Mini Daima. That's going to be it for the video, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you all later.